Hey, good morning. It's early. It's Friday, and guess what? It's finally a fast Friday. You know what that means? That means I fasted yesterday evening. That means I didn't have anything to eat from 4 p.m. And guess what? It works. And guess what? I feel great. And guess what? I feel more confident. I'm more clear. I have more ideas. You know what the best part is? The confidence. Now, if this is the first time you're hearing a Fast Friday and you think, what is he going on about? It's about fasting, or I like to call it in simple terms, skipping dinner. For me, dinner works the best because dinner is the beginning of nighttime digestion. The research I've done, I prefer dinner because I think it has the most impact on our bodies. During the night, we sleep 8 hours or whatever you sleep. Our bodies are busy, even though we're sleeping. They're busy. I mean, why are they sleeping? Because they're recuperating, they're replenishing, they're healing, they're fixing, they're working. All the cells in our body are doing stuff. They're busy. I like to think of them as little factory workers, and I'm very visual, and I could just see the whole, like the factory foreman. He's like this tough guy, right? He's like, all right, troops. All right, guys, we're here for the late shift. Hey, you, Johnny, pay attention. So it's late night, and if you take away one of their main tasks, which is digestion, then they have an easier night, right? So you could think, remember, if you got the foreman there, he's a tough guy, right? He runs a tight ship, and he wants to get the job done. And he's also sort of an overachiever, and he's, sort of a type A personality. And he's going to whip people into line, not literally whipping, and get things going. So what happens, by the way, have I mentioned in recent episodes, I am not a doctor, I am not a physician, this is not medical advice. Thanks. So let me tell you what happens in my world. So the foreman there, he says, all right, guys, and he's got like his clipboard, and he's got the schedule, and he's got, here's what's going on tonight, right? And on a normal night, or when you have dinner, he says, all right, and here's a bad night for me. So I find that whenever I have, and I know I've heard this from a lot of people, if you have a lot of meat, especially red meat, and late at night, and then you go to sleep, like within a couple hours, for one, I have nightmares. But not like fun little, run away from the monster nightmares, like not fun nightmares, like scary stuff, right? It's not good. And I don't know what it is, but if I imagine like the foreman, maybe he's overworked. Maybe he's got to pull in non-union workers who are going to cross the picket line. Okay, as you can tell, the visualization goes kind of crazy in my mind. I basically have a theater going on in my mind at pretty much all the time. So, all right. So back to skipping dinner. The foreman, he's looking at his clipboard, and there's less to do, right? Because all right, well, let's see. Well, we haven't had anything to eat. Yesterday, the last thing I had to eat was at 12:30, right? I had a doner kebab, like a doner wrap. It's sort of like a burrito. It's like a Turkish burrito, I guess. It is absolutely one of my favorite things. A little shout out. It's at Doner Company. I don't know if they're just in the Netherlands, but I really like them. So for me, that's a big treat. So I had a fun treat. I'm doing Weight Watchers, by the way, if I haven't told you recently. It's going great, and I'm loving the whole point system. And I can't find doner kebab, but I don't know. It's pretty big. It's probably 14 or 19. It's a lot of points, right? And in the day, I'm allowed 24. So it's a big part of my day. However, because it was Thursday, and here's another hint, it was Thursday, and that means if I am thinking ahead and I want to do a fast Friday, and I don't just mean this audio, but if I want to do fasting on a Friday, and why does that work? Because it's weekly, because it's sort of built into my schedule. So I keeping up here because if you make a rhythm of this, a frequency, a vibration, a regularity, and you turn Thursdays into your fast Friday, then you can also sort of mentally prepare. Yesterday, I knew, because I knew my Thursday evening, right? We were going to go to the gym. And so this is going to sound really weird, but I love skipping dinner. I know it's weird, but I love food. Don't get me wrong. I love food, but you know what I love more than food? I love not eating food. I know, it's super weird. But if you've ever done any fasting, well, I have to say, if you've ever done any fasting with regularity or for a longer period of time, then you're going to learn about the other benefits. So I need to not forget this, but I weigh. It's another part of it. I weigh myself on Friday mornings, and I'm 82.7 kilos. And last week, I think was it 83.4? So that's a good half a kilo. That's a good pound and a half, right, in a week. Great. And I must say that part of it is the Thursday skip dinner. Of course it is. It makes logical sense, right? But where do I know what you're thinking. You think, where do you get the willpower? So remember, I just spent 2.5 months in the U.S., helping my son move to Austin, Texas. And guess what Texas has a lot of? Fast food and barbecue and Mexican food. And Mr. Willpower over here, let's just say the factory foreman was on sabbatical. And I ate too much. I gained 4 kilos in the U.S. That's, 8.8 pounds, right? Almost 9 pounds. That's not good. And I can tell you, during that time, as much fun as I had in the U.S., I was not my typical confident, positive, energetic, creative self. And I attribute it to what I'm putting in my body. Have I mentioned I'm not a doctor? Because I know you're probably thinking, well, duh, what you put in your body is what you're going to get from it, what you're going to get out. Yeah. And so what you put in is what you get from it or get out of it. And so I was putting a lot of junk into my body, and it affected me sort of emotionally, psychologically, mentally. Are all those different? They're all the same. And now I'm back in the happy-go-lucky Netherlands. I'm back in Europe. I'm eating better. Double whammy, I'm also doing Weight Watchers. And so I've got this brutally honest scanner tool. It's a QR code or a barcode scanner, and you scan products in the supermarket, and it'll tell you immediately the point number, right? And I looked at some of the things I eat, and I thought, oh boy, Nelly, you got to slow down on that. And it was a lot. And so I've cut out many things now, right? And I'm feeling better. So this week I'm down from, I think it was 83.4 to 82.7. And I'm happy about it. But the best part is fasting. The best part is Thursday. The best part is Friday morning, is right now. You can look back in my uploads in these audio, in these podcasts or the YouTube channels. And if you look up Fast Friday, you'll see they're not very regular. I wish they were more regular. And so I know that it's related to consistency and how it is willpower. So here's the thing about willpower, that you got to have some, right? I think there's a Benjamin Hardy. He's written some really good books, and something like, I can't remember, willpower. I can't remember the title. Something about willpower, and it's not real, or willpower is not the way. I don't know. But basically, kind of bashing willpower, right? And I mostly agree, Because I think things like systems and scheduling, like, I upload a video every Thursday, right? And I want to fast on Fridays, meaning actually fasting on Thursday evenings. So if you have that in your schedule, then it requires less willpower to make it happen, okay? So that part is kind of cool. So here's the deal. Here is the deal. Willpower is easier as you continue with your routine or your ritual. I've talked a lot about habits and routines and rituals over the years, and I think ritual is sort of at the top of the pyramid. Ritual is something where I could see a habit is you brush your teeth. A ritual is when you do sort of like habit stacking. A ritual is when, brushing your teeth isn't. Here you go. Here's a ritual for me. In the mornings, I try to watch one sort of 5-minute clip of something educational, like I'm learning something tech or stock investing or AI or something, and I will brush my teeth. And I have excellent dental hygiene, so I really do. I have really good teeth, and I brush my teeth a lot, like twice a day. But like I double or triple that, 2-minute little timer thing on the electric toothbrush, right? So by making a ritual of it, by sitting down, turning on a 6-minute clip on YouTube or something, ideally something educational, and I kind of have to turn it on really loud because I'm brushing my teeth and it's loud. So that's my ritual. It's not fancy. I don't have candles. I don't have incense. So ritual doesn't need to mean, Thailand, right? So the ritual of fasting, especially Fast Fridays, is skipping dinner on Thursdays from 4 p.m., right? You can eat up until 4 p.m. And then once you get better and once you understand the benefits, you're like on the team, right? You're not chowing double cheeseburgers at 3:50 because you want to win. You want to give the foreman the night off. And back to the foreman, you know what he's going to do? He's going to say, hey, we have no digestion or not much digestion on the agenda tonight, on the workforce tonight, on the work schedule. So you know what? Let's work on this other stuff. We've got that big project we've been working on, like a mental thing, an intellectual thing. Guys, hey, you intellectual factory workers over there, why don't you guys go work on that project, that work project? Or, you know what? We've had pain in my knee. Let's get a team down there and work on the knee tonight. Let's go see what we can do about that. Hey, speaking of weight loss, you know what? We didn't have dinner. Let's go see if we can get rid of some of that fat that's been stored up. Let's go. We got extra team tonight. We've got extra time. Let's go work on some of that. By the way, I'd like to do a meditation, with nice music and nice lyrics for this with the late night foreman guy, because I really believe in it and it's really helped me a lot. So willpower, because I know that's sort of on the back of our minds as we talk about this, and you think, oh, this is hard, oh, this is difficult, right? And it is. I ain't gonna lie. It's difficult. And yet, it is now end of January, and I've been back home from the States almost a month, and I think this might be my first Fast Friday. So that tells you I can't just switch from one to the other. I can't switch from double cheeseburger and birria tacos and Texas sweet tea. If you have ever had Texas sweet tea, you know what I'm talking about. And if you haven't, your dentist will thank you. So it's been 3-4 weeks since I've been home, and this is my first Fast Friday. So if it has to do with willpower, you've got to build it up and give yourself a break and take some time and make it happen and go little by little and maybe have a light dinner on a Thursday. And now, finally, a few weeks in, I've skipped a dinner on Thursday and made it work with my schedule. The thing about the gym is that I'm not home and eating. And so then we got home at 9:15 from the gym at night. And it's like too late to eat. Here's another pro tip on fasting. Go to sleep. You can't eat when you're sleeping. And if you think you're going to wake up with a growly stomach, you might. But go for it and have a little bit of that willpower and push through. And then in the morning, I weigh myself on Friday morning, 82.7. I'm pretty happy about that. So, okay, there you have it. There is my fast Friday for late January. And I want to give you a little boost of confidence, a little boost of inspiration and motivation to get this done and to work on what you need to work on not just Fridays, but I just gave you a plethora of tools. I just like the word plethora of tools to work with to boost your confidence. And we're a little bit back to clarity, courage, and confidence, right? Clarity of knowing what to do. I just gave you a plan. The courage to do it. We talked about willpower and rhythm and habit stacking and rituals. And the confidence to keep going. The confidence also with the inspiration of that awesome feeling. So you know it's going to work, or you think it's going to work, but you have more confidence that it's going to work. So you do it better and you do it more. Sound good? All right. I got to tell you, I'm happy to do a Fast Friday because it makes me feel amazing. And just the fact that I'm recording this audio right now, early on a Friday morning, is a sign that I'm getting back in the swing of things. And when I don't do my Fast Fridays, like if you miss Fast Fridays on my schedule, then you know I'm probably not, as with the program as I would like to be. All right. If you'd like to do Fast Fridays with me, let me know. Comment on this YouTube episode and let me know if you're in. And it's not like I have a program. I don't have a sign-up sheet. I don't have any sort of, I don't have anything. Just knowing that I'm hopefully going to do it. And if you ping me and comment, then I will be also more inspired to do it together. Because I think most things are better together and easier together and more powerful together. Fast Friday, I'm ready for the day. How about you? I wish you a great Friday and a fantastic weekend. Bradley Charbonneau signing off from the Re501 podcast and YouTube channel. I'll see you next week, hopefully on Friday. Bye for now.